darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
The truth is a powerful thing, folks. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. This is Zero Dark 30, and we've blasted out of the bunker and down the road. Let's talk about it, folks. I figured you knew this one was coming. Putin versus Biden. The Democrats, the mainstream media, the global power interests did not like Tucker Carlson going to Russia, interviewing Putin, and then being allowed to come back, bring his footage, release it to the public. Ouch. So very quickly, we are still at least that free in this country that happened. That couldn't be stopped. What did it show us? Or wait a minute, maybe it played into the game perfectly. Maybe Tucker's interview was perfect. Well, it showed, folks, that Putin is coherent, intelligent, calm, well prepared, able to speak, right, on a variety of topics, as if he's been in charge of a superpower for 30 years. Oh, wait, he has. And he's done very well at it. That's quite a track record, wouldn't you say, being in charge of a country like Russia, a nuclear superpower, a mining and agricultural giant of a nation, dealing with multiple cultures around it, but still maintaining, shall we say, Russian cultural hegemony. Yeah. So this interview went very well, Tucker. It was just a nice little sit down and talk and a discussion about the various issues plaguing the world. You know, not bad. I'd like to watch it with a little more free time and free thought on my hands, but you know how the world is. And Putin was even prepared to discuss Tucker and the CIA. The fact that Tucker wanted to be a member of the CIA. I'm not going to say I find that disturbing or upsetting in the least. As a child, I wanted to be an astronaut and a policeman and a fireman and a cowboy. Right? When you're young, you want to be a lot of things. What you find out is that through life, you become what you are. Now, let's compare and contrast Biden. Biden's mental acuity, his ability to think, has been in question lately, heavily in question. His memory, his ability to just find his way off of the stage, Jill having to escort him and yell at him to get him to listen, the fact that he keeps referring to people by the wrong name or the wrong title, even himself. He doesn't know when he was vice president. He doesn't know a lot of things, folks. He is a doddering old man. Not that there's anything wrong with being a doddering old man or a silly old lady. That's to be expected in life. What you don't do is put a doddering old man into the White House and put him in charge of anything. Now, here's the deal. When he fucks up, Karine Jean-Pierre just comes out and goes, he misspoke. No, he said the exact thing that he said. He said it like he meant it. Oh, well, you know, he misspoke. He was joking. There's another one. When he fucks up, he was just joking. No, because when someone challenges him, he gets very, very mad. In fact, last night during his interview, his speech to the world, which interestingly was timed to get attention when Tucker's interview with Putin was being aired or televised or intranet-vised. That's right, yeah, Biden couldn't stay away. They jacked him up full of all kinds of drugs and juice and spun him out in front of a podium. Go get him, Joe. Right. Put him in front of the world. He got confused, called the president of Egypt the president of Mexico. Surprised he didn't start talking to Franklin Delano Roosevelt right there on the stage. He gets confused when he starts to get a little bit of emotional response. His voice goes through the roof. Now, folks, I do my tonal inflections and volumes and stuff based on what I think is more entertaining. Not because I'm losing my shit. In fact, the harder questions becoming topics, the more calm a person should become, because you're focusing more of your mental, shall we say, acuity into that area to deal with the thought process, the problems, problem solving, etc. So when someone gets mad, raises their voice, it's because they're out of, well, shall we say, positioned perspective and information. So the world got a great look. Oh, and Biden lost his shit. Became angry, aggravated with reporters asking about his thinking ability, his memory. Becoming more and more apparent that Biden is an old fool. And he's basically, folks, he definitely is no intellectual match for Putin, much less Trump. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have those debates. So what do you think? What do you think? Do you think America learned a lesson here? Do you think America gives a shit? Well, I can tell you a couple of things. Unless you're a news hound, a history student, you wouldn't give a shit to watch Putin. Period. You have to care about the news. You have to care about the news to find out what's going on in the world. A huge percentage, and I would even say a majority of the country, doesn't give a shit about politics, policy, law, the economy. They care about the economy insofar as what are they making and can they pay their bills. That's it. That's it. Now, if you hang out with business owners, let's just say high value tradesmen or high value professionals, because I consider things like economists a trade. They pay attention. They want to know what's going on. Americans, by and large, do not. Part of us being spoiled and lazy. So America won't learn about Putin. And America definitely doesn't give a shit about Joe Biden. Nobody gives a shit about Joe Biden. I did stop by briefly just to give him a thumbs down, though. Yeah, so what happened, though, is for people that do give a shit, a percentage of the country, they did get to see Putin, or they had that opportunity. And it's still there because of the internet. You can go back and watch it again and again. And they also had a chance to look at Biden and compare the two, compare and contrast. Now, that percentage of the country, whether we're talking about 10%, 20%, maybe even 30%, give a shit because of what's going on. And I think 30% is high for people who really care. It only took 20% of the country to be interested in the Revolutionary War and support it. In all truth, that's not much, right? I think that's what the elite don't want, is Americans waking up and being concerned enough that they start paying attention, and that they realize that their leader is a nobody, and that the rest of the world is following people who are more akin to the Putin level of mental acuity. I would not want to be on the team. I do not want to be on the team. No, I take that back. This is my team. This is my America. I do not want as our captain this idiot in the White House. Decisions are made for political and monetary reasons, not for the benefit of the country. That is America now. In any event, what do you think? I know that after seeing that, I am more convinced than ever that we are in big trouble and that I need to be prepared. I hope you also are prepared, because chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours.
The darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!